If there's anybody here or online for public comment, now would be a great time to address the board. Seeing no one, we'll move ahead to approval of the minutes. We don't have any minutes, do we, yet? Okay, no minutes are available. So we'll move right ahead to new business, which hopefully will be the last order of business for the year for the November 3rd, 2020 general election cycle. And these will involve the final certification, the final certifications, I should say. The first is the certification of computation of election results. Who would like to address that? Is that yours?
Michael, if there's questions about how these are laid out, can you please go over them? All I know is what I have for you to sign.
Right.
No, absolutely. Yeah, so Jody, Ned is not with us this week. She's taking a well-deserved vacation, and that's been on the books for a few weeks now. But she has, prior to her leaving, has laid out for us essentially what we need to sign and certify as the final computation. As we know, we took action last Tuesday to do that. However, there were 2 additional ballots that we have added into that total. And so before us would be an amended computation number 1. And that computation number 1 is any ballots that were received prior to 8 o'clock on election day. And so we have that included. Again, it was just 2 ballots, and we opened them up on Thursday of last week. In addition, we have computations 2, 3, and 4, and those cover those 3-day ballots, either if they had a legible postmark, no postmark, or an illegible postmark. And there was an additional 138 in those 3 categories. So those are also going to be sent to the state. But Jody did a great job of laying everything out, and we have full faith and confidence, Letitia, that once we sign them, you'll be able to submit them to the state for the final certification from Center County. But everything looks good. I also talked with Betsy recently, and she had indicated that there's nothing stopping us from doing the final certification at this point in terms of any court challenges or litigation. So we have the green light.
Okay. So,
You want to cry?
do we
No, we did that during election cycle.
do we have a motion to certify the computation of election results, the final certification?
I will make that motion.
I will second that motion.
Okay, properly moved and seconded. Any other discussion? If not, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, passes unanimously. The second is the certification affidavit, which is basically certifies the election returns, which is the piece we have to sign, correct?
Actually, you have 3 things she has very nicely laid
Okay.
out with instructions. I believe all 3 of these you have to sign, correct, Michael?
Yes, that is correct. Yes.
Okay, so I would ask for a motion to certify the affidavit and accept it.
I will make that motion.
I will second that motion.
Properly moved and seconded. Any other discussion? If none, all in favor? Aye.
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 All right, motion passes unanimously. And then the final certification affidavit is the election ballot certification. You might clarify.
Go ahead, Michael.
Tisha, is this the one that is the precinct by precinct breakout that we're sending to the state as an ES and S county? You'll be able to tell. The front page will have a.
So there's one, if I show you the front page, will you know?
Yeah, sure. That's fine.
Okay.
And you, yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's the one. Yep, that's the one. Yep.
Precincts broken out.
Yeah, so that'll go precinct by precinct. Yep. That's every single precinct. That'll show the Miles Township referendum. That'll show everything on the ballot. Yep.
Okay, so could I have a motion to accept and approve the precinct election ballot certification?
I will make that motion.
I will second that motion.
Okay, properly moved and seconded. Any other discussion?
No, thank goodness.
Hearing and seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, we stand approved. There is no old business. Is there anything for discussion at this point? I want to reiterate one last time the fine work of a lot of people in making sure all the pieces of this puzzle fit together so effectively, and looks like we've perhaps survived the 2020 general election. So I want to thank everybody again, and hopefully we've learned some lessons, and the next election cycle might be a bit easier. We shall see. So, anything else?
I was going to say I echo your comments, and I think there are a few things probably that might be minor outstanding things, but the one that would be is we do need to spend down the grant that we received from the Center for Tech and Civic Living, and that will be we have to spend that down by December 31st. I think we have a lot of good expenditures that we can still make. So after the Thanksgiving holiday, we will return to that as an election board and make our final allocations. But I just wanted to make sure that we knew that was still on the radar screen there.
Well, I like these chairs that they bought for us because
Hey.
I feel so much safer
We need to
with
get
this
some.
Naga
You feel
hide.
like you're gonna go like this, right?
With Naugahyde, and I think we have some other conversation about compensation, some other things in there I think we need to have, so.
If the elections money paid for them, we should get some too, just saying.
Well, that's probably gonna be we have a lot of money to
That's
we
possible.
allocate. So anyways, that all being said, and I don't think there's any more election announcements. Anything else to come before the election board for 2020? Seeing none, is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn at 1:08.
I will second that.
Properly moved and seconded. Any other discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, we stand adjourned, hopefully for the rest of the year.
I feel like I've just watched history in the making.